Good evening, everyone. This is AD from Bayside Breakers coming to you live. It is 8:15 p.m. Pacific time here on Friday, March 18th, 2022. We're for our third case, 4-box break of 2022 Topps Heritage Baseball. We have our 8 boxes left over from break number 1. Let's get going with the randomizer to see which boxes we are breaking tonight. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize the list. 7 times. Top 4 will be broken this week. Next 4 will be broken next week. And it's going to be numbers 3, 6, 7, and 9. There we go. There are the 4 from this break here. Let me turn that off. Boom, get that down. All right, and away we go. I want to thank you guys for joining us. As a reminder, with all Bayside Breakers breaks, all cards ship, all hits are placed in the top loaders. We will be getting this dropped off at the post office tomorrow. If you have any questions, post them in the chat window. Let's see what our loader is from box number 1. It is a Xander Bogaerts Jumbo. Xander Bogaerts Jumbo from box number 1. Hope everyone is having a great start to their weekend. Hope their brackets aren't completely busted yet. Mine personally are, I'll say, meh. I did have Kentucky winning it all, so that's a bummer. But, you know, that's, I think, the 3rd year in a row I've lost my championship team on the first day. So, you know, that's how that always goes for me. But the other final 4 teams all won, so we'll see how it looks this year. But more importantly now, spring training games are officially off and running. I don't think I've seen anything on when the exact when the season is going to start. A little slippery here. If you haven't seen any 2022 Heritage breaks yet, they actually got smart this year. So then even the variations are flipped over now, so we don't have to check the backs. Or we don't have to go back and recheck the backs, because if it is a variation, it will have been flipped over similar to the other cards as well. One thing I have noticed is that these boxes are not that consistent with their hits. I've noticed that some boxes do contain 2 and some are containing 0, which is a little bit of a bummer. It'd be nice to get a more even distribution. But I think at the end of the day, the cases have been working out to the full one. So here we go, box number 1. Actually, tilt this up just a little bit there. Randy, that is not Wander. They look almost the same, those cards. first two piles. Let's see what we got here in pile 3. Tell you what, it was a bummer to see Freddie Freeman sign with the Dodgers. Least of all was because as a Giants fan, I don't want to have to see him any more than we already have to. But there's a New Age Performers insert of Wander. There's a base Wander. We'll top load all the Wanders too. But also, ooh, that Clemente is a little damaged up there. See what we got in this pile. What's going on, Herman? I mean, you guys, at the end of the day, long term, it will be an upgrade to have Matt Olson there, I think. But, I mean, yeah, it's just a bummer. Here's our first card. It's a Mr. Chrome card. Mr. Chrome. Chrome card, Mr. Shohei Ohtani for the Halos with the base Chrome. Number 999 on the Chrome Ohtani base card for the Halos. Here is our hit. It is a Clubhouse Collection relic. Ooh, hand numbered gold one going to the Halos again. This is the rookie Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh numbered 55 out of 99. And the gold parallel Clubhouse Collection relic for the Angels. So it's a 1-2 punch there on the Angels. And that is it for box number 1. Here we go, box 2. Let's see who the top loader is. Ooh, nice legend here. Johnny Bench for the Reds. Bench for the Reds with the box loader from box 2. Well, so that's... So I'd be curious to get your take on this a little bit. So I've started actually looking into another PC player. And as I was looking around for it, for a player to collect, I wanted him to be on the Giants, but as a Giants fan, I couldn't get any player who also played for the Dodgers because I didn't want to have any Dodgers cards. I didn't want to pay for any Dodgers cards, etc. And when I was looking through it from like the 90s and the early 2000s all the way to the 2010 World Series team, I realized, man, a lot of Giants players have ended up also playing for the Dodgers, and it really actually limited the players that I could go after, in a reasonable, not crazy expensive way, which was a little surprising. So yeah, I'm wondering. It sounds like you're gonna still go for Freeman, even though he will be in the Dodger uniform. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. My Will Clark collection does not discriminate. I still have his Rangers cards. I have his Orioles cards and his Cardinals cards. Not that there's many Orioles or Cardinals cards, and really he hasn't had a Rangers card since I think 2018 Topps High Tech. So it's been mainly Giants anyway, but I think I would still get the cards even if he was on a different team. Especially as a player collector myself. Here we go, box number 2. There's another Wander. I think last case, or break one, we opened 4 boxes. Only hit 1 Wander. We've already hit 3 if you count that that insert already. That's a fair. I think that's a good way to think about it. Then kind of gives you a nice stopping point though too. If you know, it's a nice easy break from if it ever gets to be too much, you could always just say I'm only gonna do the Braves ones, because I can guarantee you once he retires they will. That's a weird picture. They will do Braves cards of him again. What up, Law Dog? There's Acuna. I was wondering if I was ever going to see his card. Sorry. Just a little side note on him. I was trying to see if I could not find that card. Didn't think it existed. Kind of like what happened with was it Biggio last year or Bichette, who they forgot to print in base heritage? Oh, what do we have here? Another Clubhouse Collection relic card. Mr. Keston Hiura for the Brew Crew. Hiura for the Brew Crew with the Clubhouse Collection relic kit. I do like the relics though. The cards on the relics look really nice in this set, the layout wise, I will say. You know, most of them are on the more basic side with the patches themselves. In general, Heritage usually has good layouts. I think designs, at least, when it comes to those relics. Maybe that's just how the 70s cards worked. We got a variation here. We have an image variation for the New York Mets, Mr. Francisco Lindor. Lindor for the Mets. Image variation. Nice hit there for the Mets. New York getting the Lindor variation. There's Freddie. At least you got the World Series with him. There we go. Box number 2 is in the books. All right. Have a good one. Stay safe. Oh, here's an Acuna box loader from box number 3. How's it going, Law Dog? Are you pumped for Prizm Premier League coming up? Should get the Color Blast in that half case. Actually, I think I'm on the podcast next week. I need to talk to them. I don't even know. I should look that up. I might be on Wednesday on the About the Cards podcast again. I think they're having the guy from Collector Caps on as well. And usually with those East Coast guys, they tend to ask me to join them as well because they usually duck out early. Ooh, I like Prizm Premier League this year. I think the design is slick. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that my blades aren't in it this year because I'm still trying to chase cards from last year's set. But I think the Prizm Premier League style this year is really nice. right, box number 3. It's Randy. The Randy and even the Vidals tricked me out with the Wanders. Ooh, almost. Chrome card here for the Rays of Vidal Brujon. Vidal Brujon for the Rays, base chrome. To $9.99 on the Vidal Brujon. Thought that was a what's his name for a second? A Wanderer. That would have been a very nice card. I know his purple ones are going for like $100 right now. Oh, wait. This one there. Yeah, I mean, the Heritage it's a fun set builder set. I will say that it is fun to try and chase all the short prints. All that stuff is pretty fun, especially with some of these older ones where you liked the design from then, and now they get them now on the updated players with the nice clear photography, not as out of focus, all that fun stuff. Although I know I'm going to feel old when my favorite set, 87, gets put into Heritage. I got a few years for that. Clubhouse Collection Relic, JD Martinez for Boston. Martinez for Boston with the Clubhouse Collection base relic. Mr. Bobby Bradley. There's a Wander right there. And we got something right here. It's a chrome. What is this here? This is, I believe this is the Venezuelan back, if I'm not mistaken. Number just 73 there. As soon as it focuses. 73, 57 out of 73 on the Willie Castro for Detroit. The short print there. There it is, the French text. French text on the 73. Willie Castro for Detroit. Thought it was the French text. Parallel right there. Just didn't. I know it's 15 years from now. I don't know. If I'm breaking 15 years from now, it means I'm still having fun doing it. Which, what am I in, my 4th year now? Yeah, I'm in my 4th year now, and it's still just as fun as day 1, so who knows? You never know. Here we go, box 4. Last box of Heritage for the night. Want to thank you guys for joining us. As a reminder, follow us on YouTube, eBay, Facebook, and Twitter. That's Bayside Breakers for all that. Stay current on what's being broken. First up, we got a box loader of Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. Next week's breaks are coming at you, I believe, next Friday again. It'll be the third of this case from Heritage. And I believe I'm going to do 6 more boxes. I think I got 6 more boxes of Prizm Premier League coming up. Maybe something else. I'm not entirely sure. I got to check the schedule. But either way, those will be popping up on Sunday. We do combined shipping across all breaks that end the same day, even if it's not the same set or sport. As I said at the top of the break, we will be getting these dropped off at the post office tomorrow. If you're here for Prizm Premier League, that's going to start in about 10 minutes from now. Even though this one's going to get done a little bit early, we will not start that one before it is regularly scheduled time. Yeah, you've been with me for at least 3 years. Yeah, this is my 4th year. I know it because I started right when my daughter, well, not right when she was 1, but before she was 1. And gosh, she's going to be 5 now this year. Yeah, we started 2018. No. 2019. I think 2018 Bowman's Best was our first ever break, if I recall. Don't go back and watch the old videos. Here we go, box number 4. Good luck, everyone. Ooh, what do we have here? We have a variation for the Yankees. It's like an image variation of Garrett Cole for the Yanks. Garrett Cole for the Yanks. Image variation. Nice hit there for Garrett Cole. Actually, just from down the road here in Newport Beach. I wonder what school he went to. High school. Actually, if he was born in Newport Beach, it's probably the same hospital my kids were born at. Also in Newport Beach. That's pretty cool. I just realized that. I think there's only one there. Oh yeah, the Pudge. I remember that. That was a good hit. That was one of the very first big hits I think we pulled back in the day. We've pulled some big stuff over the years. Honestly, Star Wars has probably had the biggest ones. Of which we will be breaking Masterworks if it ever releases. Alright, let's see what's in this last stack here. Should be the hit. Let's hope it's something big here. Love it when it's in the last box. There's another Wander. Man, quite a few Wanders here. It is a purple patch for the Rocks. Herman Marquez for the Rockies with the purple base Clubhouse Collection relic. And that will do it here and close out with a Vidal Brujan. I want to thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for Prizm Premier League. If this is it for you with us, so have a safe and great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time. Good evening, everyone. This is AD from Bayside Breakers coming to you live. It is 8:45 p.m. Pacific time here on Friday, March 18th, 2022. We're here for our half case 6-box break of 2021-22 Panini Prizm Premier League Soccer. We have our 6 boxes left over from break number 1 last week. Let's get going. And thank you guys for joining us. As a reminder, with all Bayside Breakers breaks, all cards ship, all hits are placed in the top loaders. We will be getting these dropped off at the post office tomorrow. If you have any questions, post them in the chat window. Hope everyone is having a great start to the weekend and their brackets aren't too busted yet. Hope everyone also is enjoying the Champions League matches that went on this week. Some good stuff for sure. I know my team, Roma, made it to the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League, so we got that to look forward to. We were playing Bodmo Glit. Meanwhile, my English team, Sheffield, down the championship, we're hovering around that 5th or 6th spot, so we're trying to make it into those the promotion playoffs. Looks like it's gonna be a little tough for us, but hopefully we can get in those playoffs and get in back to the Premiership next week or next year. Here we go, box number 1. Fireworks is Patsandaka. We have a first silver of the night. Alex Kral for West Ham. Kral with the silver for West Ham. Widescreen is Bissouma. Another silver here. This one's for Newcastle. Sean Longstaff. There's Trincao. We got a purple parallel here for Leicester. Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel for Leicester. Purple parallel. 49 out of 99 on the Schmeichel. And a multicolor here for Chelsea. This is Jorginho. Jorginho with the multicolor for Chelsea. The multicolors are not numbered. Scorers Club is Edison Cavani for Man U. And we have a pink parallel? Yes. Pink, Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton. The pinks are not numbered as well. There's Rammers. His is a misprint, so his looks white, like a white parallel, but that's actually the base. Brilliance is Luka. Oh boy. Milivojevic. That's for Crystal Palace, excuse me. Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool with the silver. We have a blue James Ward-Prowse for Southampton. Blue Ward-Prowse, Southampton, number to 340. And a multicolor Riyad Mahrez for Man City. Another blue for Crystal. Crystal, if I recall, has a lot. Keeps getting a lot of hits here. Michael Olise for Crystal with the blue. 225 out of 340. Silver Danny Welbeck for Brighton Hove Albion. Instant Impact with Llorente. And a hyper parallel for Leeds of Rapinha, which are also not numbered on the hyper parallels. Mr. Raheem Sterling. How about a red Bruno Fernandes? Red Bruno for Man U. 119 out of 199 on the Bruno. Widescreen, Ryan Fraser. There is our autograph. Looks like it's going to Tottenham. It is. It's a signatures for Tottenham of Harry Winks. Harry Winks for Tottenham with the base autograph. Signatures autograph right there. Going to the Spurs. Brentford, David Raya, silver. Instant Impact, Nathan Collins. Hyper, Ryan Fraser for Newcastle. We have a Red Mojo for Manchester United. Harry Maguire with the Red Mojo for Man U. 100 out of 159, Harry Maguire. And a multicolor of Tim Krul for Norwich from box number 1. Slide that pile back. Not in the way. Before we get into box number 2. I do like how these packs open nice and easily. All right, box number 2. And the autograph right now. I think we find that signature Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa. Watkins for Villa with the base signatures autograph. Silver for Tottenham, Jack Clark. Welcome, James. Instant Impact, Gineppo. Hyper, Cesar Azpilicueta for Chelsea. We have a red parallel here for Leeds. Tyler Roberts. Red Leeds parallel. Tyler Roberts, 65 out of 199. Hyper Joe Cancelo for, I'm sorry, that's a multicolor for Man City. Scores Club Mo Salah and a silver Ben Chilwell for Chelsea. Oh, bummer. They almost won. Brilliance Dele Alli. Hee-chan Hwang for the Wolves with the silver. We have a purple Jeffrey Schlupp for Crystal Palace. Purple Jeffrey Schlupp for Crystal. 64 out of 99. Multicolor is Pierre-Lise Melou for Norwich. How about a red mojo for Brighton Hove Albion? Alexis McAllister, red mojo for Brighton. Excuse me, 4 out of 159. Followed by a silver of Doucouré for Everton. Instant Impact Sumare for Leicester. Lucas Digne for Everton with the hyper. Yeah, I saw the Tottenham too. Well, I wasn't expecting the auto right then either. We got a Scorers Club. I think this is the orange parallel here of Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling for Man City with the Scorers Club parallel. No, that's a gold parallel, believe it or not. 10 out of 10 on the Raheem Sterling insert. That's a nice gold parallel there for Man City on the insert parallel. Fireworks, Ruben Neves. That's Nick Pope. Another Fireworks, Rico Henry. We have a pink for Brentford. This is Pontus Jansson. Widescreen of Dendonker. Calvin Phillips with the silver for Leeds. Blue parallel for Tottenham. Heung-min Son. Son with the blue parallel for Tottenham. Number 339 out of 340. Almost the last one. And Joel Gelhardt, for Leeds with the box number, or with the multicolor for box number 2. Here we go, box number 3. Blue parallel for Leeds, Joe Gelhardt. $36 out of 340. Getting a few of them. Stuart Dallas for Leeds, multicolor. Red Mojo, Alexis McAllister, Brighton Hove Albion. 85 out of 159. Silver for Crystal Palace, Jairo Riedwald. Scores Club, Ferran Torres. Southampton with the Musa Nepo hyper. What is that? Oh, it's a blue ice is what that is. Blue ice for Arsenal of Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli with the blue ice for Arsenal. 48 out of 75. Big one right there on the rookie blue ice for Arsenal. Nice. And a fireworks of Martinelli for Arsenal right behind it. That was a nice 1-2 punch right there for sure. We got Denis with the brilliance. Rico Henry for Brentford. with the silver. Seen him quite a few times over the years. Wilfred Zaha for Crystal Palace with the red. 110 out of 199. Newcastle, Jonjo Shelvey, multicolor. Got the instant impact Thiago Alcantara. Silver Jacob Murphy for Newcastle. Got the widescreen Che Adams and another silver here. This is for Brighton Hove Albion of Aaron Connolly. Our autograph looks like it's going to Aston Villa. It is Matt Target. Matt Target for Aston Villa with the signatures. Base autograph there on the Target. Autograph for Villa. Silver for Villa right behind, or the West Ham, excuse me. Thomas Souček. Souček for West Ham. We got a Fireworks Paul Pogba. Hyper Jared Brown for West Ham. Crystal Palace. Luka Milivojevic for Crystal Palace with the red mojo. 99 out of 159. Multicolor for Villa, Emiliano Buendia. Emergent Ilan Meslier and a pink Jamal Lewis for Newcastle. Round out box number 3. Halfway done here. All right, box number 4. Red Mojo for Watford. I haven't called Watford thing yet. Jeremy Ngakia with the red mojo for Watford. 2 out of 159 on the Watford. Instant Impact Andros Townsend. Instant Impact Diogo Jota. Jairo for Crystal Palace. Riedewald. The pink parallel. Brilliance Anthony Martial. This is for Burnley. Matthew Loughton with the silver. We have a red Rammers here in Ramsdale for Arsenal. 88 out of 199 on the Rammers. And a multicolor Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. Emergent João Pedro. Silver Mr. Pulisic for Chelsea. Silver Pulisic for Chelsea. Widescreen Paulo Fonals. And a silver Rodri for Man City. Silver Rodri. Nice color here. We have blue ice for Man City. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, Man City, blue ice. 67 out of 75 on the Dias. Multicolor for Villa. Matty Cash. We have a redemption here. I didn't think they were doing redemptions here. Base signatures redemption, Alexis McAllister. McAllister with the redemption. I believe that is, I should know this. I think he's on Villa, if I'm not mistaken. We'll verify that just to make sure, but it's going to go to them. Southampton with the Stuart Armstrong silver. I hate redemptions, but it's a way of life nowadays. Blue Alex Krall for West Ham. Krall for West Ham with the blue parallel. 217 out of 340. Silver for Villa. Carney Chukwumeka. Fireworks Steven Bergwijn. A lot of Man City here, man. Hyper Man City, Kyle Walker. Scorers Club, Sadio Mane. Norwich with the hyper of Dimitros Giannoulis. We have a blue for Everton here. This is Lucas Digne for Everton with the blue. 141 out of 340 going to Everton. And a Patrick Bamford for Leeds with the multicolor from box number, what was that, 4. We'll be having a lot more soccer coming up here in the future. I know there'll be Champions League Chrome, Mosaic World Cup, Mosaic Premier League. I am assuming that there will be base Champions League 2. I know the checklist is out, but I have not seen a release date on it, so I have no idea when that thing is being released. All right, here we go. Box number 5. Find the autograph early. It looks like a nice one here for Chelsea. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi for Chelsea with the signatures. Nice hit there on the signatures, Odoi. Followed by a Leeds silver here. This is Jack Harrison with the Leeds silver. Instant Impact Barama. Everton Seamus Coleman with the hyper. We got a purple Stuart Dallas for Leeds. Man, Leeds is all over the place tonight. Stuart Dallas for Leeds with the purple. 44 out of 99. Crystal Palace multicolor. Tyrick Mitchell. Emergent Salisu for Southampton. And Nelson Semedo with the silver for the Wolves. We have a blue parallel here for Leicester. Boubakary Soumare. Soumare for Leicester. 179 out of 340. We got the Brilliance Jamal Lascelles. Fireworks Sergio Reguilon. Pink for guess who else? For Leeds, Rodrigo Moreno. Rolling in the Leeds parallels tonight. Widescreen Todd Cantwell, excuse me. Southampton with the silver. Romain Perraud. We have a red for Villa. Mr. Matty Cash. Matty Cash is been called a few times. Definitely sensing patterns here. 165 out of 199 on the Matty Cash. And a multicolor for Brentford, Ivan Toney. Brilliance Emmanuel Denise for Watford. Silver Todd Cantwell for Norwich. Blue for Watford. João Pedro for Watford with the blue. 240 out of 340. Multicolor Joe Wilcox for Newcastle. There's an orange. It's going to West Ham. Saeed Benrahma with the orange for West Ham. 6 out of 25 on the orange for West Ham. Nice hit there for orange. Silver, Sadio Mane for Liverpool. Emergent, Jakob Motor. And for Brentford, it's a hyper of Frank Onyeka. Here we go with box number 6, our last box of Prizm Premier League for the night. I want to thank you guys for joining us. As a reminder, follow us on YouTube, eBay, Facebook, and Twitter. As Bayside Breakers for all that to stay current on what's being broken. Next week's breaks are coming at you on Friday again. And we're doing the exact same thing. We're going to do a third case, the last third of Heritage Baseball from tonight. And I got 6 more boxes. I got another half case of Prizm Premier League. That'll be my last 6 boxes that I have, at least in the foreseeable future. But those will all be popping up on Sunday. We do combine shipping across all breaks that end the same day, even if it's not the same set or sort. As I said at the top of the break, we'll be getting these dropped off at the post office tomorrow. I am super pumped. If you followed us last year, we had a summer of soccer breaks. Had a lot of fun doing that. And it's definitely going to be back this year. I'm going to do as much soccer breaks as I can. Because the soccer breaks are a lot of fun. They're different because it's not the same team every time. It's not the same checklist. It's a lot of fun. So I always do. And I like soccer myself. So I think we broke Prizm World Cup, National Treasures, last World Cup that it came around. I'm anticipating we're going to do the same. Here we go. Box 6. Good luck, everyone. They have not announced Prizm Premier League or there's widescreen Todd Cantwell or National Treasures, but I would assume those are going to happen. Ben Godfrey with the silver for Everton. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a flawless this year too. Probably towards the end of the year because of the World Cup. Southampton with the Musa Djenepo. Red Mojo. 141 out of 159. And who knows, maybe next year you'll even see my blades back in this set. Declan Rice for West Ham with the multicolor. Oh, interesting. Man, you get an autograph here. A flashback autograph of Edwin van der Sar. Flashback auto of Edwin van der Sar for Man U. Nice flashback autograph there for Manchester United. We have another goalie here, Tim Krul for Norwich. Instant Impact, Timothy Castagne. And for Chelsea, it's Edward Mendy with the hyper. Arsenal, red parallel. Pablo Mari for Arsenal with the red parallel. 8 out of 199 on the Mari. The Matty Cash silver for Villa. I think that's the second one of those. Emergent Mason Holgate for Everton. Norwich Hyper. This is Christos Zolis. We have Blue Ice, Brighton Hove Albion. Jakob Motor for Brighton Hove Albion, Blue Ice. 8 out of 75 on the Motor. Emergent, Adam Ida for Norwich. That's a Fireworks, Kai Havertz. And Adam Layana for Brighton Hove Albion with the pink. Another Blue Ice here. Ooh, Mr. Pulisic for Chelsea. Blue Ice of Pulisic for Chelsea. 42 out of 75 on the Christian Pulisic. John Joe Shelby for Newcastle with the multicolor. Scorers Club, Mikel Antonio. Silver Mason Greenwood for Man U. Brilliance is Yori Clemens. Silver for the Wolves. Rayanet Nori. Who's not bad? I'm not sure which one you're talking about specifically. All right, last cards. It looks like it's going to. First up, we got a blue for the Wolves. Hee-Chan Hwang. Hee-Chan Hwang for the Wolves with the blue. 17 out of 340. And we're going to close out here with a multicolor of Tottenham's Hugo Lloris. Lloris for Tottenham with the multicolor, closing this out. That will do it for this break here tonight. We want to thank you guys for joining us. We hope everyone has a safe and great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time.